People think funeral homes are quiet places. They're wrong. They make noise when no one's inside. They notice when you break routine. And if you work there long enough, they start testing you. I only worked one night. They gave me rules to follow. Rules I still follow today. Because sometimes, at 3 in the morning, my phone rings, and I know exactly where the call is coming from. I didn't take the job because I was brave. I took it because I needed money, and night shifts paid more. The funeral home sat on the edge of town, far enough away that you didn't pass it unless you meant to. No bright sign, no welcoming lights. Just a low brick building, a gravel parking lot, and a single lamp by the front door that buzzed softly whenever it rained. The ad online was simple. Night assistant needed. Quiet work. Must follow instructions exactly. No interview, no background check. Just a phone call from a man with a tired, careful voice asking if I could start that same night. I should have said no. The owner, Mr. Calder, met me just before sunset. He was older, but not frail, more like someone who had learned the hard way that moving too quickly led to consequences. He didn't shake my hand. Instead, he handed me a thin folder. "These are the rules," he said. "Read them before midnight." That was the first strange thing. Not sign these, not ask questions, just read them. Inside the building, the air smelled like disinfectant and something faintly metallic underneath it. Every light was on, every hallway, every room. No shadows. I noticed that immediately. "Did the lights stay on all night?" I asked. "Yes," he said, too quickly. "That's rule 1. He showed me what little I'd need to do. Check doors, log deliveries, clean surfaces that didn't need cleaning yet. Sit at the front desk and stay awake. As we passed the preparation room, he stopped. "Whatever you do," he said quietly, "don't improvise." That word stuck with me. Before leaving, he pointed to a black binder on the desk. "Rules," he repeated. "Break one, and you won't like how the building responds." Then he was gone. The front door locked behind him with a sound that felt heavier than it should have. I opened the binder. 7 rules, typed. No explanations, no warnings. Rule 1, keep the lights on, all of them. Rule 2, if you hear footsteps, stay where you are. Rule 3, do not answer the phone after midnight. Rule 4, if a door is open that shouldn't be, close it without looking inside. Rule 5, never acknowledge movement from the corner of your eye. Rule 6, if a body is delivered late, log it. Do not inspect it. Rule 7, if you feel watched, you probably are. Don't react. I laughed at Rule 7. I wish I hadn't. The first few hours were quiet. Too quiet. No radio, no traffic outside. Just the low hum of fluorescent lights and the occasional pop as they warmed. At 11:47 p.m., the phone rang. I reached for it out of habit, then froze. Rule 3. The caller ID was blank. It rang 3 times, stopped, then rang again. I stared at the receiver until it went silent. That's when I heard footsteps. Slow, measured, too close. They didn't echo down the hallway. They sounded like someone walking just behind me. Rule 2, stay where you are. So I did. The footsteps passed the desk, paused, then continued toward the prep rooms. I didn't move, didn't breathe. After a full minute, the sound stopped. At 12:13 a.m., I noticed a door was open. I knew it hadn't been before. The cooler. Cold air spilled out like breath. Rule 4, close it. Don't look inside. As I reached for the handle, something shifted within. Not a sound, a weight, like something leaning closer. I shut the door. The handle was warm. Around 1 a.m., the lights flickered, just once. My stomach dropped. Every switch was still on, except one, the prep room light. I hadn't touched it. I flipped the switch. The table was empty, but the sheet was folded back, like someone had just stood up. I returned to the desk. That's when I felt it. That pressure between your shoulder blades, the certainty that you're not alone. Rule 7, don't react. The air smelled sour, old. Something leaned close enough that I could feel its presence studying me. Minutes passed. Then it stepped away. At 2:36 a.m., there was a knock at the back door. No deliveries were scheduled, but Rule 6 echoed in my head. The gurney was already there. Driver, no vehicle, just a covered shape strapped down tight. As I wheeled it inside, something pressed up against the sheet, not enough to lift it, enough to stretch the fabric. I didn't inspect it. When I shut the cooler door, something knocked back. Once. The rest of the night blurred together. Shadows that didn't line up, reflections that lagged behind, whispering that stopped the moment I focused on it. At 5:59 a.m., the front door unlocked on its own. Mr. Calder returned at 6. He looked at me carefully, like he was counting something. "You read the rules," he said. "I followed them." He nodded once. "Most don't." Before I left, I asked him why the rules existed. "Because the dead don't always stay that way," he said, "and the building remembers every mistake." I never went back, but sometimes when I wake up around 3 a.m., my phone is ringing. No caller ID, and when I don't answer, I hear footsteps in my hallway. Slow, patient, like they're waiting for me to break a rule.